8.2 right now. I'm going to make a couple of quick edits just to show some of the nice tools that Capture One has for a not an overly great shot here. So there's some problems with this image. It's a JPEG file, and it's not an overly fantastic one at that. There's a lot of information that's lost. These windows are overexposed. It's exposure is incorrect everywhere. The focus is very soft. So I don't know if there's a lot I can do to make it better, but I'm going to give it my best shot. So real quickly here, I'll run through some of these tools. I'm going to bring my exposure up. I'm going to go into my levels. I'm going to darken that up a bit, such as that. I'm going to bring my clarity up a little bit, which will sharpen it without messing it up too much. And then my noise reduction, I'm going to bring that in a little bit because I see some little bit of graininess I don't really care for. High dynamic range, my highlights, if this was shot in RAW, it would fix these problems in the windows, but it's not really going to help me right now a great deal because I shot this as JPEG and a lot of the information was already lost. So that looks pretty good. So let's do some straightening. Let's find a line here somewhere on the ground that is somewhat straight. I don't know if that's going to help us much, but let's give it a shot. That's probably a little straighter. We have a problem though, is we have this keystoning issue with these two beams right here. If the whole image is kind of collapsing in up on the top, so let's fix that. Let's go over into, I guess this is the corrections tab, I think is what they call it, composition tab, and then Keystone. So we're going to choose this tool right here, vertical Keystone, and then we're going to use these handles, and let's put the handles on a vertical line and follow that. Let's follow that vertical line all the way down, make sure that we have the right line. That looks good. Let's do the same on the opposite side. We have a nice one here, nice target, and these are vertical lines that I know were straight when I was standing in this building. That looks pretty good. Okay, so let's apply that and see what happens. That was pretty good. So that's pretty straight. If you take a look at the finished picture there, that's pretty nice. We could also make a quick crop if we wanted to something that might look a little nicer. Let's bring, actually, I think the original was probably a little bit better, isn't it? Let's go with the original and bring that back up. Yeah, I think that's nicer. Something like that. Right about there. That's pretty good. So if we want to take a look and see what it looked like before we fixed our keystoning, that was before. Look at those vertical lines. And there's after. Again, before and after. I don't know. I think that's a pretty nice, quick way to make some adjustments. Not the perfect image, but some pretty quick edits. And overall, not a half bad result in a couple of seconds without having to export this into Photoshop and make adjustments with keystoning.